Good morning, and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living in Eugene, Oregon. I am Reverend Trish Mackey, and I have the great pleasure of being able to today be your facilitator to lead you through a meditation for the next 15 minutes. I want to invite you to get in whatever comfortable position that works for you, with your eyes closed or just gently lowered, keeping out all of the outside stimulus that you see in your location. And just know as you go inside that to your true essence of peace and beauty and joy and harmony in life. So I'm going to invite you to, first of all, to exhale a breath. Exhale and then begin to inhale. For I know as I exhale, I release all that is inside of me that is no longer necessary. That the stale air, that the thoughts of this morning, the thoughts of yesterday, I release all of that into the universe and allow the universe to energize it, to lighten it, to clean it, to neutralize it, and to then return it back to me. As I inhale all of the extra newness of life, the newness of thoughts, the newness of myself. For every day and every moment, I am brand new. In every day and every moment, I am settled and working from and being in the power and the presence of the universe. As I breathe in, I allow myself to feel the air as it comes in, to feel the coolness, the softness, the warmness of it. And as I release it, I recognize how many times that happens without my participation consciously. That right here and right now, I am the leader of my life. That it is my life and my recognition of using it in the best way possible for myself and for others, for everything that comes into my life as an experience, every person, every place, every situation. I am always centered in divine love. Love walks in and opens the way. Love walks in and opens all the doors when all else fails. There is no problem on earth that love cannot heal. For love is the answer to every human need. I know that as I allow love to permeate my body, and as I recognize that it is there, that it is the glue that holds the planets together, I am free from fear, no matter what the challenge. For love simply neutralizes any fear that may come up, and that every challenge changes into an opportunity to recognize and to realize that I simply need to make another choice. that I need to know that I am filled with the love, the life, the harmony, the joy of the universe. And from that place, I select what I choose to experience. Love guides me into paths of being present and being, knowing and experiencing and expressing that love that resides within me. Love corrects any misunderstandings that appear in my life. They neutralize and they surround the misunderstandings and allow the love to soften, to remove any fear, any anger, any rage, anything that is lying there that is not where love is. For love is the great neutralizer. Love is the sunshine that comes through on a cloudy day. Love is what each person is made of. It's the very foundation. Love is right where I am. In every moment of time. For I am centered in love. Love opens the door to divine right action in my life. Love heals me. Love cleanses my heart. Love guides me into the perfect paths of everlasting peace. Peace that covers each and every moment of my day, that as I wake up and I accept that I am at peace, that I am peace, that I am with peace, and that everything that happens this day is an expression of the peace that I feel within as I share it with others. I know there is no feeling of separation from any living soul, for we are all one. As the love of God, the foundation of life and of the universe, works in and through and around every single thing, seen and unseen. I share my love, and I send it out to the world, and it returns to me from everyone whom I contact, everyone who shows up in my life. And the more and more I recognize this exchange, the more I am in attunement with God's wonderful storehouse of infinite love. And I am blessed. I am protected and prospered in everything that I do. I sit in amazement as I learn that I am a divine creation in the mind of God, and that the meaning of my life is simply to find the gifts that I have been given, that have been put within me in my creation as a deliverer of these gifts to others, and to living from these gifts. So my purpose is to share those gifts, to give them away, to live from them, to start with them by choosing peace over anything else, by choosing love over anything else, by choosing harmony over anything else, and joy, for those are the qualities of the divine intelligence of the universe. I place my arms around myself and I very gently give a hug. I speak out loud my words that's of the feeling that's inside me as I acknowledge, I love you. I love who you were created to be, and I am that expression of that love, of those gifts. I live a life of pure joy. I live a life of gratitude. I am blessed, and I am eternally grateful that I am a divine expression of God's perfect love, and that this love is the motivating power of my life. It is my beginning. It is my life. It is all that I am here to be. And I live from it. I fill myself up with it knowingly and express it and share it and honor those who come into my path who are doing the same thing. I am there to simply be what I was created to be. And that is an expression of the divine. I'm centered in love, and I know that love walks in and opens the doors when all else fails. So I turn to that love in all situations. I speak from that place of love, for I know that that is what I am, an expression of love. I allow these words to filter through my body as feelings to show up as thoughts, perhaps new ones, or simply reminders of that which I may have temporarily forgotten or put aside or taken for granted. I am simply love in form. And as I acknowledge that love of self, and knowing that as I see everyone else, it's simply looking at a different form of me at a level of heart to heart. So how can I fear if God is all in all? Rest in these words of truth. And so it is.
morning, everyone. Good morning. We are your Joy Notes. I'm Naomi.
Sue Otis.
And we're glad to help you lead some songs this morning. Please join us.
This morning with my mind stayed on freedom. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Walking and talking with my mind.
Everyone, please greet your fellow parishioners. We'd love to say hello. To your seats and join us in a sacred song. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. All is beautiful, all is well, all is beautiful, all is well. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. All is beautiful, all is well, all is beautiful, all is well. Okay.
Thank you, Joy Notes.
Thank you.
Good morning and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Eugene, where we know that spiritually empowered people live richer, fuller lives. And we use the principles of science and mind to inspire minds, open hearts, and empower lives. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Beautiful February day. If you're new or visiting or have some contact info, please get on our list. We do emails. Our Facebook is really active. We get together and do something all the time. We've got classes and bingo going. It's Board Sunday. My name's Kevin Buttry, and I'm on your board of trustees. And it's time to do some facilities work, everybody, and get some spring cleaning going and outside. So be looking for that in the emails and on the Facebook group to be announced some dates. Usually Julie's in charge of the outside, so we'll get her. I hope she's ready. So, oh man, I'm just grateful for this place being here. We always think about what we don't have, but man, look what we do have. We're open, we're here. Everybody's healthy and happy. I know when I came to Eugene, this place was here for me, and it's going to be here for a while. Right now, I'd like to read our Declaration of Principles, number 7, personification of God. We believe that God is personal to all who feel his indwelling presence. That's the truth. We are God. Right now, I'd like to invite the practitioner of the day, Reverend Trish, to come up and do our treatment for the day after we sing our meditation song.
Good morning, everyone. I know you're there. I can see you. Good morning, everyone. There you go. There you go. Okay. So I am your practitioner today. I'm Reverend Trish Mackey. And I just want to say it's so good to see all of you. You know, wherever you are, you bring a special something to the place. You know, what you have within you is what no one else has within them in the same degree or looking the same way. And we all have our gifts and talents, and we're here to show them because that's what life is all about, is to know what they are, learn about them, and then to give them away. To wherever you go, who you are shows up before you enter a room. Remember that. So I'm going to lead us into a blessing, a settling in, a focusing in on being in this place, in this time, totally present, body, mind, and spirit. So whatever way that works for you, eyes closed, lowered, feet flat on the floor, though I do recommend. And know that when I speak of the word I am speaking of you. You and I are simply one creation. So right here and right now, I know that this is a divine moment. It's a moment that has never been before, nor will ever be again. And so I take that moment and make a decision on what I do with it. How do I spend it? How do I live it? How do I breathe it? What do I think into this moment? And how am I present in this moment? I check in. For I know that I only know what I know. I also know what it is I don't know. So I let everything I think I know right here and right now simply be compressed in a box and open myself up as a vessel for something new, different, and possibly exciting and uplifting and all of the wonderful things that will begin to create within you, within me, within us, the life adventure of our lives. I'm so grateful for the honor of being in this location. And everyone that is within the sound of my voice is included in this location. The arms of the universe surround you as a center in Eugene, Oregon. Right here and right now, no matter when you see or listen to this moment, to my words, know that you are one of us, that you fill our hearts, and we are so grateful for your love. I let go of anything that appears to be questioning and saying that's ain't so. Because even in the word impossible, when you separate it, it says, I'm possible. So right here and right now, I let these words go, feeling honored and blessed that everyone has come together for this moment in time to hear the most amazing music, the most uplifting words, words to build on, words to move forward on, and to know that you are always supported. Center for Spiritual Living in Eugene, Oregon is your home, always will be. And together we say, and so it is, so it is.
Thank you, Trish. Man, the truth is good, isn't it? That's good stuff. I know when we come in here, the Spirit's always here because we're here, and it's just so good. Good stuff. Okay, let's see. Today's message, well, first of all, let me do our affirmation before I do the announcements. February affirmation, it'll come on the board, and I'll say it once, and then we'll say it together. Knowing I am one with the infinite, I realize my potential is greater than any problem I may face. I accept the challenge of change and refuse to allow fear to influence my decisions. Hey, Joe, say it together. Knowing I am one with the infinite, I realize my potential is greater than any problem I may face. I accept the challenge of change and refuse to allow fear to influence my decisions. It's very empowering. There you go. What more do you need? See, today's message by Kathy Day is pain pushes until vision pulls. I guess that's what we need. And today's music is by one of our very favorites, Russell and Mary. And take it away, fellas.
It's not up here.
It's in. Is it in? It's in. You might have to pull it out, put it back in to make it happen. Okay, good. This song is called May I. Mary and I wrote this. And it's about growing older. And no matter how old you are, you're always growing older. So that's the message in this song. Part of the message. Hang on just a second. Here we go. Ready? In growing older, may I be filled with loving kindness. In growing older, may I trust in the good to come. In growing older, may I have grace and peace within. I be grateful for all that is. May I be filled with loving kindness and peace within. May I trust in the good to come and be grateful for all that is. In growing older, may I have grace and peace within. In growing older, may I be grateful for all that is. May I be filled with loving kindness and peace within, and grateful for all that is. I'm grateful for all that is. Thank you so much.
Join us as we prepare for our sacred message today.
To
is the point of power, regardless of what has happened up until this moment. A new idea, a new perspective, a new opportunity to learn and to grow is present for us. Breathe in love. Breathe out gratitude. We breathe in the love that is ever available around us, for it is omnipresent, whether we recognize it or not. Breathe in the love. Breathe out the gratitude. The gratitude for our bodies, our vehicles, that operate in levels beyond our understanding. We're learning more about our bodies each and every day. Science is discovering new things that the body can do and does do on our behalf that were never known before. And we have the benefit of that expanding knowledge. We give thanks that it circulates our blood, that it takes in the oxygen, that it produces energy. All of this is spirit and expression. The lungs we breathe through, the electricity that fires between the synapses of our brain. All for us to go and do and be what is uniquely ours to go and do and be. And it is good. Breathe in love. Breathe out gratitude. And so it is. Thank you for being here this morning. I get to speak. I'm a little less panicked than I have been at previous weeks, so that means that you're really getting to me. Yeah. But the topic this week, as you have heard, is pain pushes until vision pulls. And I have so many different experiences of this in my life. I'm sure we all do, from the point of, that, hey, these shoes are too tight, or no, I can't wear high heels anymore, to the pain of putting your hand on the stove or on a hot pan, and it's the pain that creates the reaction within you to take your hand off. It's very, very valuable. And pain acts as a motivator and a driving force. And no matter how advanced we might get in this teaching or any teaching, because we are in life, in this plane, in this planet and stuff, that pain is an experience. And it always brings some good. As a 10-year-old child, I lost my father, and I come from a family of 7 kids, so it was my mom and 7 kids. And I was 10, and nobody ever told me that a 10-year-old girl can't do anything or everything, and which was really good, because I stepped up, and I took care of my mom. I took care of my brothers and sisters. I, burned a lot of stuff until I learned to cook. But I learned how powerful I was because nobody ever told me you can't do that. And so though it was painful, I learned so much. And though it was painful, all my brothers and sisters learned so much. They grew and they got really creative, and we all had really wonderful careers in and creative opportunities because we had nothing, so we made lots of stuff out of nothing. So I understand the value of pain, and I understand the value of loss and discomfort. But I also understand the power of vision, that once we set our mind to move in a new direction, to create something new for our experience of life, that excitement, that anticipation, or sometimes it's just merely feeling better, feeling, more love, more at peace, that we manifest that we bring that to it, that we raise our vibration to the level of what we want to, what we want our new experience to be. And no matter what has happened up until this moment, the point of power is in this present moment. And they call this teaching, or they put this teaching under the umbrella of new thought. And what new thought means is that in any instant that you can have a new thought that changes everything. And so I drive a lot, and my husband is frequently passenger. And when he gets angst because we're running late, and then somebody comes and cuts you off and all that stuff, it's like I make up a story that, okay, that person is on their way to see a loved one in a hospital, or their boss told them if they're late one more time they'll lose their job, and it totally shifts the angst that we feel, and we give the person a wide berth, and we let it be, and we get to where we're going. So just that change of perspective in our hearts. So even though we don't know the story, we know there must be one. And if we just accept that that story would shift us, we can shift just with that belief. Pain acts as a pushing force. We've many times felt like the nudge of spirit wanting to move us in a particular direction or move us out of a particular direction. And it comes as a gentle nudge at first, and then we ignore it, and we get busy with a bunch of other stuff, and then it gets a little stronger and gets a little stronger. And sometimes when I've been in classes, they refer to it as the 2x4. You get the 2x4 that says, you must make a change. Unless you really like 2x4s, I don't know. We have the opportunity in our choices to magnify our pain. And depending on how we think about ourselves, how we think about our pain, how we think about our lives, that can take something that might be a small pain and make it into something really huge and scary and overwhelming and stuff. So to just be mindful of what we think about our pain, what conclusions we draw, because we want to draw the best possible conclusion we can come up with, so that will be our experience going forward. Let's see, I just had a story and it just fled out of my mind, so it must not need to be told. I'm a thinker. I think a lot about a lot of things. I contemplate a lot of ideas, and the teachings of the center have been really great for me because I experiment, I try things out, and have come to know and trust certain things, that the universe is always for me and never against me, and nothing can and nothing does stand in the way of me and my good, stand in the way of my good, except for my belief that something can or could. I went through a period in my life, where I was like working full time and I was taking classes and I had 2 young boys and I was a Cub Scout leader. And did I mention I was working full time too? And taking care of house and family. And I just was really at overwhelm and stuff, but I just didn't see any way out of it. And I went on a Cub Scout hike in Mission Peak in Fremont. And I was really joyful that, yay, I made it. I made it to the top. And so we're coming back down the mountain. I slip in the gravel and I break my ankle in 2 places. And I've never broken a bone in my life. Never broken a bone in my life until that point. And the good that came out of that was me learning to say no, for me to learn to ask for help when I need it and accept help when it is offered. It was a changing point in my relationship with my sons, with Dwayne, my husband, because when I was in the hospital, because I had surgeries and plates and all that fun stuff, he took care of the boys and they learned that he would always be there for them. That he wasn't just an appendage, an attachment of their mother kind of thing, that he loved them and cared for them and wouldn't let anything happen to them. So it brought so much good. And, now it's like I have to look where the scars are to figure out which ankle it is. So sometimes we don't have to have like a great vision. Like especially, as we get older and we've maybe gone through our career years and stuff like that, maybe we don't have this great big overarching, vision for our lives. But we do have visions of feeling better or knowing, I don't think things need to hurt this much. I don't think things need to be this way. And then take the time to contemplate, how would you like those things to be? Because I don't know about you, but I've found once I get clearer on an idea, something I want to do or something where I want to go or whatever, things happen to make that so. And, we've bought tickets to shows in the United Kingdom, not knowing how we were going to get there or where we were going to stay or anything like that. And everything just showed up, either the resources or the people or the contacts. So to spend some time contemplating your good, whatever form you want that good to take. Sometimes, if you're experiencing ongoing pain, then maybe be in support groups with other people who have ongoing pain so that you know that you're not alone. If you have a need, let people know what that need is. That person that you tell may not be the solution to the whole thing, but just voicing it and putting it out into the universe allows resources to come to you. Information. It's like you'll start getting stuff in the mail, or you'll click on a random link and it'll take you to someplace you never expected to go, and and you learn something new. So don't be afraid of pain or discomfort. Go within and look at what it has to teach you, what it has to offer you. Because pain tells you to take your hand off the stove. I learned that from my when my son was 16. He was in a CSL youth group. And I was talking to him about like wanting to do away with pain. And he said, no, Mom, pain's what tells you to take your hand off the stove. So I started, that set me on a new thought process to think about, oh yeah, there are people who have a neurological disease where they can't feel pain, and they need to be supervised and checked every single day because they can be mortally wounded and not know it. They always give you like 2 tons of information on a topic. But the most important guiding feature for me, and any time that I speak with you guys, is to remind you of your power and your authority to choose the direction of your experience, to change your vibration, to be in sympathetic vibration with what you want to experience, how you want your life to be, new ways that you wish to expand. This is a quote from Michael Beckwith's Spiritual Liberation. Not all pain is negative, even though we label all forms of pain as such and resist them. Positive negativity is a circumstance that causes us to go deeper, to search ourselves, to stop placing blame on the causes of suffering outside ourselves, and to take self-responsibility. Suffering is a great awakener. Human beings go through excruciating circumstances, and you will often hear individuals describe how their lives were transformed, changed for the better because of them. Suffering has its own gifts that are different but equally valuable as the gifts that happiness gives us. So I want to ask you, as you're going through your week, as you're contemplating your life, your vibration, and your good and where you want to go, contemplate what are some ways that pain has been a motivator for you. Discuss the ways in which pain, whether physical or emotional, can act as a motivator for change. Focus on a desired outcome. And it doesn't have to be the overarching vision, the big, going to write the world's greatest novel or play or produce the best music, or it doesn't have to be anything like that. It can be something as small as well, I don't think this is small, as wanting to feel more peace, wanting to feel more joy. That's one that I'm tuning into now. And this week has been really great. Wanting to feel valuable and accepted, that any of those can be a vision that can pull you forward. That Rumi has a quote, and I don't have that one written down here, but it's something about, don't be looking for love. Look at what the blocks to love are within you. And I use that for everything. Like if there's something that I'm going for that I'm not seeing right away, that I take that to look within me to see what are the blocks, what are the beliefs, all the beliefs that I have that are barriers to my good, because nothing can and nothing does block your good, stand in the way of your good in spirit, that it is all good. And if you operate that the universe is this good, and it is everything that is happening for you, then you move through your life in a different perspective because if you get stuck behind a pokey driver, it's to keep you from being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Somebody pulls you, makes you go slower on the freeway than you were going, and then, the highway patrol pulls up at the next entrance, and if you had continued going the speed you were, well, you would kind of stand out. So there are always things that are a gift in these, to pain, inconvenience, and stuff, to kind of like look at what could be there. Or I was driving down the freeway and the traffic was bumper to bumper, and I always take that to mean that there's something for me to see here. And I see the most amazing things off the side of the freeway that I would have never even noticed as I was zipping by. So to drink that in, to ask what gift this pain brings, to ask where you want to go on the other side of this pain, and to draw to you the right and perfect people to support you in this vision. So if you are in a place where you cannot, and I have been in this place where you cannot see your way, through anything, see a practitioner, because when a person comes to me for treatment, I know that they know that there's a better way to feel, a better way to think. And in going to see the practitioner, they are opening themselves to that shift, to that change. So if you need assistance in creating a vision, in moving past pain, in seeing the capital T truth of any circumstance or event and stuff, see a practitioner. We're here to help you. And did I mention I was a practitioner? Yeah, I am. I'm a practitioner. So I think I didn't time myself. I don't know if this is it. Am I over? But I love and appreciate you all. Thank you for this opportunity to speak with you. Thanks for the opportunity to contemplate all the different ways in which pain has gifted my life. And hopefully you can contemplate this now and see what gifts pain brings to your lives as well. I almost forgot about this part. Will the ushers please come forward? We're going to do our offering. And we have a really great offering song. I love this song. Okay.
So that as this time comes together, how grateful we all feel for all the wonderful words that we've heard today and the music that we've heard. So if you'll take your gift and hold it in your hand, put it on your heart, and if you'll just repeat after me. Divine love through me.
Divine love through me
Blesses and multiplies
blesses and multiplies
all that I give,
all that I give,
all that I am,
all that I am,
and all that I receive.
and all that I receive.
My tithe is my treatment,
My tithe is my treatment,
respecting and thanking the divine for my life.
Respecting and thanking the divine for my life.
And so it is.
And so it is. Everything in this world comes around, in abundance it knows no bounds. Giving and receiving and circulate the love. There's always enough. I give thanks. We give thanks. We give thanks for everything. We give thanks. We give thanks. We give thanks give thanks for everything. We give thanks. We give thanks. We give thanks for everything. So it is.
And now we have a lovely song from Russell and Mary. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Look at that, still. Oh.
Oh. This is another song that Mary and I wrote, and I was just astounded at how much it ties in to the talk and to the meditation talk too. Wow. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait.
Okay.
Oops, wrong.
Oh,
How's it?
hearing aid levels.
Okay.
Ready? Oh, am I doing the right song? Where did it all go? Oh, here it is.
Third time's a charm. Okay, here we go.
2, 3. Connected in this moment, and it's always now. Nothing is outside of all there is, if you will allow. Every little atom, every microscopic cell, a universe that's infinite, the story that it tells. Distant future, ancient past, outside of space and time, connected at this moment, touching the divine, connecting in this moment, the essence of ourselves. No one is outside of all there is, and I know it well. The energy, the feeling, the wholeness of our being, connected in this moment, and it's always now. Connected in this moment, and it's always now. Nothing is outside of all there is, if you will allow. Every little atom, every microscopic cell, in a universe that's infinite, the story that it tells. Distant future, ancient past, outside of space and time, connecting in this moment, touching the divine, touching the divine. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hi, y'all. I'm Radiant Gaines. I'm a practitioner here at Center for Spiritual Living Eugene, and you know what happens when the minister gives you that look? You're doing the announcements. There we are, announcements. Men's coffee every Tuesday at 10 a.m. at Theo's Coffee. It's also it's on the corner at 8th and Charnelton. Wednesday gathering every Wednesday in the sanctuary, 5:30. I hear it's going great. I haven't been able to go. I've been out of town, but if you have questions about that, just come Wednesday night at 5:30. You'll have a blast. Discussion group, where we have been activating the discussion group after service. I believe they're still meeting in the back corner. If you want to discuss, or in the discussion room underneath the clock back there, the middle room. And I'm leading that, because see what happens when the minister looks at you? Yeah, it's a thing. If something came up for you, if Kathy brought up the pain thing and that really just made you think about that time when you were 5 years old and you want to talk about it, come talk with us about it in the discussion group, because pain moves us, and she's right. And we grow by talking and sharing with each other. So, Linda's doing this thing called the Soup for the Soul, where she makes these absolutely Linda can't make anything that's not absolutely amazing, but specifically the soups are absolutely amazing, and she's doing a thing where they do a little talk, a little discussion on Thursday mornings at, I think it's noon. So drop on by, have some soup, have some nice chats. What happened? Oh. Does it say that somewhere? Well, aren't we just always practicing the presence? So you can practice all week till Thursday, and then on Thursday you can come talk about it. Thursdays at 1:30, Karuna's doing a grief support group. If you are struggling with grief, or you want to talk about grief, or you learn something from grief, it's a great support group. Karuna is super great about grief and death and all of those things that surround it. It's time to leap 4-week class with Reverend Trish Mackey, how to manifest. Do you want to talk about that, Trish?
No, I'll pass on it today.
But
Know that everybody needs to be there, because we're always manifesting something new and different.
so what Reverend Trish said from the sidelines, you at home, you must come and attend. You got to be there every week. The $20, come pay the $20. You are worth the $20, and the gifts that are going to manifest through that class. Oh my goodness. Mark your calendar right now. Coming in March, we have, looks like Astrid's doing a book group. And if you have questions about that, you can, Astrid's not here today, but you can send Astrid a message, and they would be happy to get back to you about it, or you can come to the class when it comes available and discuss that as well. And then we have a book boutique, which I don't think anybody's in there, but if you, okay, talk about the book boutique. Is that what you're doing?
And I have a couple things.
Do the things. Microphone.
So Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, Patricia Parrott is coming to do a mindfulness introduction. She teaches mindfulness, and so she's going to be here. And Suzanne Otis is going to play the piano. This was scheduled for when we had the ice storm, so it's rescheduled for this Wednesday. So I just want to make sure everybody knows about that. And then the following Wednesday, we have Kevin Buttrey and Stacia are going to come and do, the last time they came and they played and we sang along, I was taken back to the 60s with us singing these peace songs. It was just so beautiful. So that's the last Wednesday of the month. So I just want to make sure everybody knows about that stuff. And so we're super excited. 5:30 to 6:30 on Wednesdays. Yeah. So thank you.
Yes.
And I'll be in the bookstore.
Thanks, Susan. So Susan said she'll be in the bookstore. If you go back to the bookstore, you see something, because it's like, if you go back to that bookstore, I promise you, you're going to find the one book you need to make the week grand. So just give it a try. And while you're back there, you'll see Susan. We do have lots of opportunities. If you are at a stage in your spirituality where you want to experience a leaps and bounds in growth, you're ready to grow, you're ready to try something new, I always recommend providing a service. And here at our center, we have lots of ways that people from advanced master's degree level to a 3-year-old with a spatula could maybe handle. We have all different degrees of service that we need that keep this place running. And really, our center is only as strong as the people who show up to volunteer to keep it running. And so if it's the time is now, like, you can come and talk to me afterwards. I'd be happy to answer any questions about volunteering or point you in the direction of who would be in charge. Susan, I know you can talk to her, and you can always talk to Reverend Linda about ways that you can serve. You can send her email. And thanks, Amara Milan, for the beautiful artwork that we have all the way around the room. And that's it. And the practitioners. So our practitioners have, do you want to do it?
Would all the practitioners please rise? And state your name, starting with
Radiant Gaines.
Okay, and myself. I want you to look at these people and know that they answered the calling to go deeper into this teaching and to make it the thing that they live from, the things that they do, the way they think. And their lives have been more than amazing. Have they been ups and downs? Absolutely. But that's just a reminder of the time is always when you decide it's going to be. So take advantage of the offering that they give you by meeting with one of them at either one of those two windows, or Reverend Liz over here sitting down, or any of us up here. I will be up here to be reminded, for you to remember your greatness, because you are great. Stop playing small when you don't need to be. So thank you, guys. So now we'll stand and we will join hands.
Said it's all right. Said it's all right. It's all right. Have a good time, 'cause it's all right. Oh, it's all right. Listen to the beat, kind of pat your feet. You got soul, everybody knows that it's all right. Oh, it's all right. When you wake up early in the morning, feeling sad like so many of us do, just hum a little soul and make life your goal, and surely something's good come to you. It's all right. Said it's all right. It's all right. Have a good time, 'cause it's all right. Oh, it's all right. Amen. Thank you so much.
Repeat after me. My unique power and authority to change my life
My unique power and authority to change my life
is greater than any condition.
is greater than any condition.
And so it is.
So it is. Amen.
Talk to the guy at the back. His name is Steve.